Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bits and Bytes. All the things consumable from all the places you want to be. That's right, it's the United States edition. You know what that means? Week by week, letter by letter, from the top to the bottom, we're covering every state, one day a week. Eating and drinking our way around. 50 states, 50 weeks. What week are we on? 37, 38, 39. Week 39, and week 39 can only mean one thing. It means we've made it to the tiny and questionable state, Rhode Island! Oh, roadies are in the house! Welcome to the big show, everybody, or the small show as this one may be. Rhode Island has stepped to the stage for week 39. Welcome to Bits and Bytes. Per usual, we always have the flag behind us. It is here, right? Yes. It is. Look at this illustrious flag of Rhode Island. It's very, I'm going to say I like the color scheme. I'm going to say in the world of other flags that we've seen, the color scheme here is nice. We've got a nice golden hue on the top bottom. I'm going to guess 13 stars. It's what a lot of these states do. And then there's an anchor. And just one little word in a banner that says hope. It's very hopeful. Rhode Island, I think the smallest state? I don't know. I gotta find out. Not a lot to find there, believe it or not. I think it's about 7 miles wide and 1.5 miles tall. But I guess we're gonna find that out. Rhode Island, yeah, on the chopping block. The only thing I know is you got a town called Providence, and you love your clams. You fucking love a quahog. Let's get in for the fast facts and see where we're at with this weird state. Nickname the Ocean State. Why? Statehood 1790. It's the 13th state. We could go ahead and say the 13 stars is probably right without counting. I've done this before. Population 1 million. It's tiny. Capital Providence. Biggest city Providence. Abbreviation RI. Ah, yes. And everyone's favorite part of the show, the state bird and the old state flower. Now, the state bird is a Rhode Island red chicken. Now, sadly, we had a guest booked for the show, and the guest couldn't make it. The guest was my chicken. One of many. Not many left. It's hard to keep chickens alive out there. Had a couple Rhode Island Reds. Thought I'd bring 1 or 2 down to pluck around on the show. Sadly, a couple weeks ago, the old Rhode Island Reddy met her demise. God bless you, wherever you are. We miss you. She looked just like this. She laid a lot of eggs. A good chick that one was. Whatever, it's a stupid chicken. This must be the most productive bird of any state so far. We could at least give that award to Rhode Island. So Rhode Island, you're ahead of the curve. You're winning bird awards by having the most productive bird of any state. State flower, the old violet. Love the color. What's the actual flower look like? This is a violet? That's kind of boring. I thought it would be a little bit more grandois. Well, there it is. Look, it's a violet. They grow a lot up there? I don't know. Who knows what's happening? Rhode Island Red. Chicken number 4. I stopped naming them after the first one died. Chicken number 4, we miss you. This episode's dedicated to you. Well, we're going to dedicate an episode. We're going to get into the food and the drink. Let's kick it off with the drink. Narragansett beer. The only beer that I can find coming out of Rhode Island. I'm sure there's other breweries. I'm sure we could call around. I'm sure we could find it. But you know what? Found this. Everyone's had the Narragansett, I'm sure. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong in that. But you've seen these cans. I'll have this lovely scroll go down here. It's an oldie style beer. Been around since 1890. That's the very common one that you've seen. There's the picture of the can. You've probably seen this at a cookout or something. Sitting around in a cooler. They're not the best. They're not the worst. They're fantastic, though. They're good, easy summer drinking. Just so happens I have the Fest, which happens to be a Marzen Lager. Don't pour that in your wine glass, or your water glass, rather. Pour it right into this fella you got right here. So we're going to pour ourselves a nice little Narragansett Marzen. to toast off to Rhode Island. And we're going to kick this goddamn Rhode Island party off. Cheers to Rhode Island and cheers to everyone watching the show right now. Cheers. Let's get this going. That's not bad. That's actually much better than I expected. Don't forget to call if you or someone you know is from Rhode Island. Serious calls only, obviously. 843-REBEL-TV, 843-REBEL-TV. You can call in live. You call, it makes it sound like this. That's what a phone is. And it rings, and then we answer, and then we chat. Got about a 50-50 success ratio on those work. It's a good luck if you call. Made in honor, sold on merit. That's what Narragansett says on it. That's some pretty fucking Rhode Island shit. Before we dig into that, let's just look at Rhode Island. Let's see what the Googs has to tell us. Bring it up, Googs. Rhode Island, a U.S. state in New England, known for sandy shores and seaside colonial towns. It's home to several large cities. Just take it easy. Including Newport, which is famed for sailing and Gilded Age mansions such as the Breakers. Providence, its capital, is home to Brown University. Green Roger Williams Park, landscaped Waterplace Park, and River Walk with the famed water fire art installation. Okay, not famed enough that anyone knows what that is, but thanks for the chime in, Google and Rhode Island Tourist Board. What are we surrounded by out here? We got Connecticut out to the west, Boston, Massachusetts up to the north, and all around it. That's it. Only touches 2 states. That's a rarity. I feel like, I don't know other state. Are any other states that only touch 2 states? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Is there a Rhode Island accent? I feel like I should be trying to do that. Pawtucket, heard of that. Let's just go right into the only place people know about this. This thing is Providence. Providence. East Providence. And I guess West Providence? Providence. There it is. Now, I mean, Narragansett is, I believe, it's made in New York, but it originated in Pennsylvania. Yeah, they outsource their brewing. A lot of big breweries do that. Let's not hate. We can hate, but not, for that. Narragansett Fest. Hi, neighbor. What better way to celebrate Oktoberfest than with a classic German-style Marzen? Marzen is German for March. They brew it in March. You drink October. Narragansett Fest blends a rich malt profile with a subtle, crisp hoppiness for a taste that even Gambrinus, the patron saint of beer, would find refreshing. We're just full of fun facts that are going to make you win on TVs, on Jeopardy. What state is bordered only by 2 states? Rhode Island. And who's Gambrinus, the patron saint of beer? You're welcome. Phone a friend, 843-REBEL-TV, 843-REBEL-TV. So we offer this beer as a tribute to him, which is fitting, as his statue toasted all arriving visitors and workers outside our original Cranston, Rhode Island brewery for decades. For the cards. Narragansett, made on honor, sold on merit. It's a shitty beer. I mean, it's not a fantastic beer, the classic Narragansett, and they have a couple other ones. Yeah, you don't get it. It's not one of these like crafty beers where you're gonna get it. It's like you get these hop bombs. I'm sure they make something like that. Of course, there's the IPA right on their website there. But the lager is the traditional one that you get. I guess they have a light. I don't know if I've seen that. I think I've seen the shandy. I've had the fresh catch. That's the flagship. The lager's the hitter. That's what you see out there. And then the Marzen, I just got it because it's seasonal. So, yeah, this makes sense. Week 39, that puts us around October. Oktoberfest, got it? That's where we're at. Cool. So Narragansett, thanks to the beer, it's pretty good. It's toasty, it's malty. It's going to go well with our little snack that we got here. This fucking stuffed quahog. But here's Providence. I don't know much about it. I only know a few people that I think, went to school in Providence. I don't really know. I feel like I must have been in. I mean, I definitely drove through it. Did I go to a wedding there once? I think I went to a wedding there once, now that I think about it. Yeah, I ate pretty well downtown, now that I think about it. Yeah, weddings there, yeah. Ah, yeah, I remember all this down here. Is that fantastic? See, this isn't my map. My map has a bunch of shit starred, so I remember where I've been. Novara Res is what we're looking for. Is that no Rhode Island, or we're going to edit this out? Portland, Maine. I was close. Portland. Yeah, Portland, Maine. Sorry. Portland, Maine, Providence, Rhode Island. They all sound the fucking same. They're all in the Northeast. How am I supposed to know? Come on. Give me a break here. Dunkin' Donuts Center. What, they got a team up there? Who the hell plays at the Dunkin' Donuts Center? Is it an arena? Forgive me, but if you've watched the show before, you know, I'm not the biggest sports fan. I'm pretty sure there's no Rhode Island teams, though. I don't think Providence hitters are out there. Trinity Brew House, a lot of barbecue, a lot of hits, a lot of this and that. You know, I heard there's good food to be had up there. I don't know, so I can't say much about it. But something that they are into up there are clams. Rhode Island, famous for its clams. The popular shellfish of Rhode Island and subject to many jokes is the quahog. Shellfish used by natives to make wampum. A wampum. The fuck is wampum? Outside Rhode Island, quahogs are usually called hardshell clams, and people often say they are going clamming or clam digging. Right? What the hell is wampum? Small cylindrical beads made traditionally from some North American Indian peoples from shells. Oh, okay, so they made jewelry out of it. Cool. It's pretty badass. All right, so do we got any videos so we can watch about this quahog here? How to harvest your own clams in Rhode Island. I don't got a half hour to learn about that. Maybe we got like a minute and a half kind of guy. Providence Journal, sizing up clams. All right. I love a clam. Another thing that they eat up there is clam fritters. I think they call them clam cakes. It's not like I thought it was just gonna be a crab cake with clam, which I was just gonna make because I thought that would be delicious. But it's actually a fritter. I did learn that. Maybe we should pull those up. Clam, old clam cake, old RHODE clam cakes. The Battle of Rhode Island's clam cakes. Look, let's be honest. I don't have much to say. I don't have much to tell you about Rhode Island food. I got no guests from Rhode Island. It's about 4 miles wide. I couldn't find one person who's awake right now. But I did manage to get myself a legit Rhode Island stuffed quahog. Look at that bad boy. There it is. Stuff with clams and other goodies and peppers and onions and all that stuff. Did I want to get some of these? Did I want to get some of these clam cakes? I did. Did I? No. But let's watch a little bit. Let's see.
Clam cake. You always see a line outside of Iggy's. You always see a line outside of Aunt Carrie's. They're in close proximity.
Clam cakes, that's what put Iggy's on the map.
Here at Aunt Carrie's
Mark Vetri?
we have, original clam cakes.
But everybody has their own rival clam cake or chowder or place they like. I want to capture everyone now.
It's amazing how many people still have no idea what a clam cake is.
A clam cake is an indigenous fried delicacy in Rhode Island.
Okay.
No two clam cakes are alike, even within the same batch.
There's nothing better than putting the gloves on and mixing the
What better sign of quality than not two are alike in the same batch?
clams in the batter and then frying them all up and sticking them in the chowder and eating them.
You can't find this anywhere else.
To me, that's the guy I want to meet at a bar in Rhode Island. That's the guy. That guy right there, the bulk. Hey, what's like getting some clam cakes and dipping them in a bowl of chowder and eating them, you know? Also, Rhode Island clam chowder, I've heard, is a completely different style of clam chowder. We should look that up too. Let's deep dive on this.
It's our thing.
It should be noted I'm eating a Rhode Island
So
stuffed
clam cakes
quahog
really
right
are
now.
Quintessential Rhode Island comfort food. They're seasonal. You go down to the beach, you get a dozen clam cakes, you take them to your beach spot. I eat a lot of clam cakes. It's not so much a hobby, but a vocation.
Yeah.
About 8 years ago, Joe and I decided that what if we took a day and what if we just visited a whole bunch of clam shacks in one day and ate a clam cake at each one, maybe rate it?
I'm not gonna lie.
An article featured.
That sounds like fun. Going to fucking 20 goddamn clam cake shacks and just fucking smashing clam cakes everywhere around Rhode Island. You put me on that tour, I'm in.
Featuring us in Rhode Island Monthly. That's how a lot of people found us. We're the Clamarati.
I guess.
The ideal clam cake is one
Tell me.
that is amoebically shaped.
All right, so to me, they look like hush puppies. They're reminding me of the hush puppy of the South, which is essentially like a spiced cornbread that's deep fried. Should not have shellfish in it. but sometimes it does.
Local clam in it, maybe a little seasoning, and it's got to have nubbins.
I think you need
It's got to have nubbins. I wish I could get that on a soundboard.
But cooked enough on the inside, it has nice tan chunks of local clam in it, maybe a little seasoning, and it's got to have nubbins.
Can we write this down? What is this? 143? Can we make note here? Sorry, this is very important. I got to write this down. I need that sound bite. What is this video? Sorry, this is I know great content here. What state are we in? Rhode Island. This is a Munchie Battle of Rhode Island's clam cake. Battle clam cake. And we're at 143. Gotta have nubbins. Got it. Something tells me that is going to be a keeper. That's what they call a keeper.
I think you need to have at least 2 to 3 pieces of clam in your clam plate for it to be an official clam cake.
So here is what we like to
This
call
bitch
the
knows clam
Battle
cakes.
of Point Judith, where we have Iggy's Doughboys, and we have Aunt Carrie's across the street.
Iggy, okay, so this is like the fucking Pats and Geno's of fucking crab cakes. Where's this Iggy's and Doughboys? Bring it up, Googs. Iggy's clam cake. Show me Iggy's. Give me a fucking website. Give me a map. Give me something. Oh, it's Iggy's Doughboys. I thought it was 2 different places. Okay. Oh, there's 2. Iggy's Doughboys and Chowder House. I'm going to go ahead and say it's the one, like, on the water down here in the Point. Iggy's Doughboys. A lot of good reviews. Acclaimed Chowder House overlooking Narragansett Bay. Narragansett. Look at bringing it all together, you know? Serves seafood and deep-fried dough. Not a sexy description, but I hear what you're saying. Oh, look at a little dancing clam guy. See that? Look at that cute little fucker. Do it again. Ah, there he is. Fucker. Oh, weird without music in here, huh? All right. This looks good. Rhode Island Traditions, 1989. Chowder, that is the Rhode Island chowder, I believe. That is the thing. All right, we'll come back to this. Let's see this crazy bitch talk about clam cakes again.
You open our clam cakes.
As I eat a clam cake.
There are going to be some
As I eat a,
clams in
stuffed
there.
clam.
Texture should be fairly soft inside.
What makes a clam cake special is it's simple. It's a New England item. It's a comfort food. And, you know, believe it or not, they go great on hot, humid days. You would think people ain't going to eat chowder. They eat more chowder when it's hot and humid than they do in the winter.
I'm Elsie Foy, the owner of Aunt Carrie's restaurant.
My name's David Gravino. I'm president and CEO of Iggy's Doughboy.
David Gravino definitely looks like he was I'm just rewatching Sopranos, but I'm going to go ahead and say he's a missed character I didn't know about.
In Chowder House Inc.
You know, my friends up the road from us, they just have a different crowd than we do. So
Hey, you know, we got friends over at the Chowder House. We got to make sure they're taken care of over there, the chowder business.
everybody finds their favorite place.
I'm always striving to get busier and to be the best.
I'm always trying to be the best. You know, we made a little crab cake, a little clam cake with gabagool.
Are they doing the same thing? I don't know.
So I went to Iggy's. Joe
That guy is not, he's fucking probably witness protection. Let's be honest. That guy is not what I'm calling a Rhode Island. He doesn't sound like Peter Griffin to me. You know what I'm saying?
went to Aunt Carrie's. It's still family run. And really, the establishment hasn't changed. Like, you go in and, you know, it's...
Except for that one time, the fucking Goomba across the street came in and firebombed our place.
To expect it's going to have the yellow decor inside. You're going to have, like, the picnic tables in the parking lot.
This is our 100th year. Aunt Carrie's mainly is a seafood restaurant. Seafood is our specialty. Clam cakes and chowder for sure. We do fried clams, whole clams and strip clams. This was my first job when I was 16 years old, and that's how I met my husband. I'm the
Can we just be honest and say that in the world of fried foods, fried clams, I mean, they're fucking up there. Can we all agree on that? One, I just smashed this stuffed quahog, just so you know. This has been smashed and destroyed. Really good. A little sweet for me. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's like pepper heavy. Followers, grazie. I appreciate you. Anyway, is there anything better than a fried clam? Taking your calls, big questions, 843 Rebel TV. Is there anything better than a fried clam in the world of fried arts? A good clam strip that's fried, a proper clam belly, peak season, battered properly and fried right. I haven't even had one of these fucking clam cakes, and they look fantastic. I love me a hush puppy. This is kind of like a hush puppy meets a clam. I'm ready for a road trip. That's what I'm ready for, to be honest.
Mother of the 4th generation from Aunt Carrie's. So Aunt Carrie and her husband Ulysses lived in Connecticut, and they would just come down. Back then, you could just stop along the side of the road and walk into the beaches very, very easily. There was always a lot of fishermen around. They started selling soft drinks out of the trunk of their car.
Great.
And then eventually they bought a
fucking
piece of
thieves.
property, and they built a little tiny shack and started selling from there because she knew how to make corn fritters and probably Johnny cakes.
Johnny cakes, corn fritters.
Clam cakes. People would smell them, want to know what they were, and eventually her husband said, we have a business here.
He said, hey, dame, get in the kitchen and start cooking those clam cakes.
Clam shacks, obviously, the staple items is clam cakes and chowder.
Okay, so clam cakes and chowder. We got clam cakes and chowder from the clam shack. Also, can we look at the two differences? And fucking Maze, whatever, they got like literally two things. They're like, we got chowder and crab cakes, clam cakes, and sometimes we make a flapjack. And look how nice and wholesome and happy she looks. And then we go over to look at the menu over here. Look at the menu at Iggy's.
As far as
hey, we got everything. You need doughboys, clam cakes, 12 kinds of chowder. We got hoagies. We got the famous Iggy burger. It's a fucking crab shack. Why is there a famous Iggy burger? If that is not full of, if that isn't a burger bun that is full of clam cakes, fucking Iggy's is done to me. Let's go.
Obviously, the staple items is clam cakes and chowder.
Obviously.
One of our other staple items is the doughboys, and that's how we started, which is fried.
Okay, so let's say it is called Iggy's Doughboys. This is similar to a flapjack thing here at, there's another word for it too. Beignets, donuts is what it looks like, but let's see where they're at. Let's see if they make them sweet. Let's see if they jam fucking clams in them. Who knows?
Piece of dough. It's about the size of your palm. Ours are soft and fluffy. Toss them with sugar, powdered sugar, cinnamon, and sugar.
Which
the original
one?
location here in Oakland Beach.
God,
Been
look at
open
that sugar.
since
Jesus Christ.
1989. I started working when I was 13 years old in this little clam shack.
Hey.
And as you can see, Oakland Beach, you can still see the little shack that was here in the 50s. So the soda and ticket booth for this roller coaster is Iggy's. This is where the chowder house sits right now.
Little chowder
This
house.
little clam shack and doughboy stand, and we needed a name. So as kids, my dad's license plate was IG6.
IG6.
And we'd always call him Ig as kids. He hated the name. Hey, Ig, how you doing?
Hey, there's Ig. Fucking Ig. Shitty kids. His license plate was IG6. The kids call him Ig, and he's like, I don't like that, guys. Don't do it. We just called him Ig, and we named the family business after it. How polite.
Call me Dad. And, when we took over the place, we needed a name, so I said we should call it Iggy's. And,
What a dick.
here we are 33 years later. So when we first started the place, it was just doughboys, clam cakes, and chowder. The red chowder is my mother's recipe. We still use that recipe today.
Okay.
We grew the menu from like 10 items.
Yeah, you got 15 kind of burgers, a turkey burger, onion rings, nachos? Come on, bro. We got to put nachos on here? Jesus Christ. Seafood section, I'm happy with. Chowder section, fine. I don't know if you need the burgers there. Just stop it. $3 cheap. Jesus Christ. What a shitty burger. That's got to be a garbage burger. Let's be fair.
It's over 50. And over the 33 years, we've taken the little.
Let's keep it in fucking doughboys and a clam cake. So let's keep it moving.
Turned it into this 3,000 square foot restaurant that's open year round.
I mean, it's impressive. No question. Respect to that.
I
opened up Narragansett about 22 years ago. Narragansett, there's multiple restaurants. You'll have Aunt Carrie's. So I figured it would be another great way to launch my brand to another audience.
Oh, okay. So the original one, going back to the map, there's not the Narragansett one. The original. Why is Dunkin' Donuts here? The original Iggy's Doughboys. Committee Iggy's. Show me Iggy's. Iggy's Doughboys and Chowdows. That's the Narragansett one. Show me see locations. Yeah, this one's the original one up here. It's still on the water. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know. It looked like it was in a city center. That's the OG. There it is. Right on the pier, right where it is, over there in the pier. All right. Keep playing the video. Let's go.
To make a clam batter, everything's made with
Show me about
fresh
the
clams,
yeah.
our own flour mix,
Okay.
some seasoning, some rich clam juice,
Rich
and a little bit of water.
Rich clam
so we're gonna
juice.
put the clams in.
I like that. Look at all those
Put the
clams.
flour in.
Okay.
Our clam cakes is a family recipe.
That's it? So you're showing me?
Season it lightly with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Dave's been here for almost 20, how many years? 20? 22.
This guy fucking
Now
makes
the trick to this
clam cakes.
is mixing it, but not over mixing it. You want to fold the clams in, but you don't want to over mix it. If you over mix it, it's going to be heavy.
Yeah.
But we want it to set. Like I said, it has to rest for 15, 20 minutes before you fry it. See, this one's been resting for about 20 minutes.
So you use like a self-raised flour, is that what you're saying?
Fried in oil,
Okay.
And, they're delicious. They're so popular that we sell the clam cake mix in over 200 markets.
200
all over the
markets
Northeast.
over the country.
I made my first clam cake when I was probably 13. I remember the guys showing me how to do it, telling me, you know, you got to scoop right so you don't burn yourself. Of course, I burned myself. I didn't make them nice and round.
Yeah, nice guy.
So they were a little deformed looking.
Hey, a little deformed, you know. Hey.
But, you know, clam cakes, that's what put Iggy's on the map between clam cakes and doughboys. And you can weigh out which one put us on the map more. That's open for discussion.
I'm going to say you're called Iggy's Doughboys. I'm just going to stick with the Doughboys, but what do I know?
Just clam cakes.
Those look fucking good, man. I don't know. They look big. I thought they were really small enough.
Here at Aunt Carrie's restaurant, most of our recipes have stayed pretty true.
Okay.
They've changed over the years a little bit.
All right, Aunt Carrie, show me your clam.
Added many more clams than they used
Show
to.
me your clam cake, Aunt Carrie.
Clams from the original recipe that's in there. To master making clam cakes takes a while.
Okay, one, they're pulling them right out of the container. They're not hand shucking. No one is, but you know.
Lee
just
is
note.
a talent. My staff is all high school and college kids.
Ah,
so
talent.
That batter,
High school
that's
and
how
college
they start.
kids.
They have to keep making batter after batter after batter. We tell them it's about this much flour. It's about this much water. But once you start mixing that, you're not mixing it in a little bowl anymore. You're mixing it in a huge kettle now. It's flour and our secret ingredients. We're not giving out those secrets.
Of course you're not.
I can tell if it's a good batter. If it's too wet, it's going to splatter and we're all going to get burnt. If it's too dry, it's too sticky, I can't get my spoon out of there.
And take it over here.
Yeah, why don't you take it over there? Right over there.
So you want to get
Take it right over there.
a pot like this and fill this one. It's to like portion how much you drop.
So our clam cakes aren't those perfect round ones. Many places use ice cream scoops. So they're exact same size and they're those nice round balls, which people like. But ours are all kind of funky little shapes and sizes because they're dropping them by hand.
I prefer uniformity, but what do I know?
To do it. Oil has to be at the perfect temperature. It's turning those clam cakes.
I mean, those look fucking really good too. I gotta get to Rhode Island. I gotta get to Rhode Island immediately.
Because they're such weird little shapes, those little crispy pieces are great when you open it up.
Not gonna lie, I really want to eat these fucking things right now. This stuffed clam is stupid.
Either. They can cool off and they're still going to be delicious.
Oh, wow.
Note the grease stains on the back.
So I'm gonna present.
Oh, they're
the
A-Bing here. Look at this.
This bag is not tearing as well. But they're very different in style.
Yep, you can see they are very different.
Different in
Yes.
size, in shape. So
Okay.
these are Iggy's, this is Aunt Carrie's. The next thing that we'll do is,
Eat them.
well, I'll grab one. Let's start with Iggy's.
I don't like that they give you 6.
And then, usually we inspect it, and we were pretty thorough about our inspection.
Look, if you... There's a group of people that was going out and doing in-depth nerd comparisons about clam cakes at some local clameries. I'd fucking love that. I would go, sign up, sit and shoot the shit and nerd the fuck out about these fritters. Problem is, I think they're boring. These people are dullards. This woman's very dull. Guy next to her is wearing Macho Man Randy Savage's shades. His nails are dirty. I don't know what's going on here. I love the idea. I feel like, that's half of what the show is here. We eat shit and talk about it. Sometimes to my lament, but that's what we do. Sitting with someone else and eating a food and talking about it sounds fun, but that doesn't seem like something you want to watch. let alone watch a man like me watch a video of someone like this and try to make it more entertaining. I'm trying.
You see those? These are...
Why is he wearing Macho Man's glasses?
This is a pretty big clam nubbin. I would say that's also what's important.
Put them back on.
Clam to cake ratio.
Yeah. Yes.
So this isn't a ton, but there's one over here. This one's a piece of clam.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a really good crispiness to it. You know, there's some, decent clam chunks in here. We're looking for
He's not impressed.
crispy outside that is something you can bite into. It's not soft, it has some toothiness to it.
I mean, I don't like that they're making they're making like they're the authority.
Is it ready?
I haven't heard anything about what they do. I haven't heard anything about their clam shack and how they operate. They're just comparing. They're saying what we're looking for is this. No, you're at two different fucking places. And they make them differently. One's Aunt Carrie over there. All right, she's old school. She's got teenagers in the kitchen. She goes, throw 4 scoops of that, a couple pours of this, scoop it. Use the spoon and just throw them in. Get them the fuck out of here. Let's make the money and go home. And Cohog Soprano's up there, and he's like, "Here's how you do it. You get the gabagool grease, you put it in, and you use the big ice cream scoop. You go left, right, all uniform." I like them both. I bet you they're both delicious. I don't know. I don't know.
One big thing is, for me, it has to taste like the sea. And that's a real subjective thing. I don't know how you describe that.
Yeah, it's very subjective, exactly.
I'm going for this guy.
What kind of authority is this guy?
And you rip it.
He's wearing a New York hat.
Oh my God.
You're out of the fucking equation, dude.
You look at your clam cake and you consider, just like a cloud, it reminds you of something, and yours reminds you of...
It reminds me, it's a face, but it's also, like Sardinia, maybe?
Mine, I think, looks like kind of like a ship, like a steamer ship.
Sardinia.
With like a sail.
I mean, that could be South America or Africa, right?
I just dig in. I just
like to break it open.
I fucking hate these people.
If I am.
I'm sorry we're watching this. We're not, but we're
And
committed
I feel
now.
like Aunt Carrie's is more generous with their clam chunk size.
Sorry.
The amount of clams on the outside are incredible. I mean, you know it's a clam cake.
There are big clam chunks in here.
Much more clam flavor.
I mean, these look good.
More crunchy.
It tastes like summer.
It's true.
Yeah.
I want to eat those.
We have generations of customers that come and
All
say,
right, I get it. I'm clam caked out.
It's really not Connecticut. It's really not Massachusetts. It's certainly not anything north of us. It's a little bit of those, but it's Rhode Island.
There you go. That's all I needed to hear. The guy in the New York hat. Look at this asshole. What a perfect pause. Probably a really nice guy before I go off on him. Probably a really nice guy, but what an asshole. Look at his dumb face as he says, no one cares about your subjective figs. You can't make like you're an authority. I don't know how they got on Vice with this. I mean, they should just be talking about the beauty of the clam fritter and how they're different at each place. No one's high. You're not the fucking clam sommelier, dude. All right, you're wearing a New York Yankees hat, and let's be honest, we saw you wearing the fucking, the Macho Man glasses. I'm not crazy saying that. I'm looking for it. I'm going to find it. You were wearing Macho Man glasses in here. Fuck it. I know you were. I saw you, dude. Don't lie to me. I saw you wear a Macho Man glasses, and you're wearing a New York hat, and you tell him it's uniquely Rhode Island. Smug ass. Look at his face, too. Why do I hate this guy so much? Is it because he's on Vice and I'm not? Maybe. It's fine. It's probably me in the future. I have a similar shirt. Just not wearing a hat. Soon I'll be wearing that hat. Whatever. Yeah, the bottom line here is I want some clam cakes. How to cook them. Aunt Carrie's. Give me, we saw how they make them there. I don't want the battle of Rhode Island's clam cakes. That really wasn't even a battle. It was dumb. I just want clam cake season rules and protocol. Tell me more. It's 12 seconds. It's literally a video of just clam cakes getting eaten. It's terrible. How many views does that 13-second video have of a fast time of a clam cake getting eaten? Can we look? 200 views. I mean, that's about what I'm expecting. People are gonna run into that when you search clam cakes. Is there anything of interest in Rhode Island? I mean, Jesus Christ, clam cakes. We found that, and we got Narragansett. What else do you have? Let's do. This is what we do when you got nothing else to do. Rhode Island iconic food. Give me the shitty top 10 list from, I don't know, somewhere. There you go. 10 must-try Rhode Island foods. Hit me. The top 10 list from We 3 Travel. I guess it's a I was looking for like a threesome sex joke here, but I couldn't find it. We 3 Travel, whatever. 10 must-try Rhode Island foods and where to find them. 1, galamad. Unlike other parts of the country, Rhode Island calamari is very lightly battered, then fried or sauteed and served with a mix of garlic, butter, and hot cherry peppers. All right, I can fuck with that. A light batter, garlic butter, cherry peppers. Is that true? Is that fucking true? Some of these lists sometimes just like make shit up. They're like they ate it once at a diner and they're like, it's a Rhode Island specialty. Spicy and greasy Rhode Island calamari. All right, yeah, this seems to be a thing. We got a lead here. We got a lead. Rhode Island's calamari emerges as a star of the Democratic campaign. Okay. What? I know. Can I just get like a quick... Here we go. The Town Dock. Rhode Island style calamari. Show me calamari. Generous free YouTube music. We gotta watch this fucking dude make it. All right, cutting it up. Great production on this, to be fair. I mean, for like an amateur YouTuber, pretty good. Yes, we get it. You cut it. Let's keep going. I don't want to. This isn't even good. All right, he's wok frying it. We're pulling it straight out of the wok. And then we hit it with parm. The parsley. Hold on. What are we missing here? Cherry pepper? What the fuck? This video sucks. Sorry. This is where you get, Rhode Island. This is what you get for being so small and useless. Rhode Island favorite, galamad. Yes, local news. This is perfect.
From Johnson & Wales University,
this is perfect. Local Rhode Island news, the Road Show, in the kitchen morning segment, going to show us how to make Rhode Island galamad. This should be fantastic.
George from Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the...
Oh, yeah.
You have a major event coming up, which we're going to talk about soon.
That's right.
But we're in the kitchen. We are cooking pan-fried calamari.
Pan-fried calamari.
Stuff, okay? Run down the ingredients first, starting here.
Okay, yes, awesome. We're lucky enough in Rhode Island to have access to such fresh local seafood.
My guess is this child in the middle goes to the local culinary school. I think that's what they just said. I wasn't really paying attention. And he's probably taking a class since this is relatively new. I'm just wagering a guess here. I'm guessing that this young lad is taking a class on like television personalities and food. And, you know, he's at the top of his class, magnum sum cum laude. And, you know, they're doing a spot on the Road Show, and they said, hey, Jeff, why don't you come on the Road Show and show off those skills you're learning at the old school, the entertainment and cooking class, culinary edutainment class that you're so far ahead on. That's what I think he is. So let's see how he's doing.
So today we have some fresh calamari.
So that's what it looks like, huh?
Yeah, that's what it looks like when it's
Yes, ma'am, that is what it looks like.
It's not, doesn't come in the little rings.
Yeah, I'm used to like seeing the little rings. I'm like,
wow, not good so far.
oh, well, that looks not so desirable.
It's gonna taste great.
Okay, and what else?
We have some fresh basil.
Okay, so just to note, the banana pepper rings that were in the other video that turned me off immensely and changed the video seems to be a common thing here. Using banana pepper rings in the Rhode Island thing. We're just about to say it's confirmed.
We cut up a little bit here. Some minced garlic, pickled banana peppers. And then we have some lemon garnish, salt and pepper, and that's it.
All right, and then after you have all this cut up and ready, right, you put it into the pan, or how does it work?
Yep, you just put it all in the pan and let it heat up and you're good.
Just add a generous amount of oil.
Olive oil?
Yes.
Okay, always olive oil?
Sometimes you use oil with a higher smoking point just to keep away from getting that burnt flavor.
All right.
Oh, okay.
But, today we have olive oil, and that'll work just fine.
All right, he's a little nervous, but it's okay. He's steering the ship.
Cut up right here. Add it into this medium-sized strainer, and then
he's doing good.
Dust with flour. And this is a crucial step. You're going to want to make sure to shake it off very well, because that's going to determine whether the calamari is going to stick in the pan or not.
Okay.
So make sure you give it a good shake.
Good shake.
Add it, and then
non-stick pan. Why are we using a non-stick pan?
Give it a flip. Add the rest of the ingredients.
Okay. So
nothing like talking about food, you know?
Okay.
Talking about cooking instead of doing it.
Now, so we can find out about the event, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Ocean State, the major event that's coming up. Michaela, back in the kitchen with Kyle from J-Woo, doing some calamari, fried calamari.
Let's go, fucking cook it, baby.
I promised you we'll talk about this event. Okay, awesome. But let's get to the calamari. I can feel that this is nice and warm now. The olive oil.
We've got the pan nice and hot. Olive oil already added.
Olive oil.
So we're gonna have the calamari here that I cut up.
Let's see. Please drop something.
Add it into the sifter.
Okay.
Oh, they got them the shitty tongs. You can tell.
And while you're doing that, tell us about the event for Big Brothers.
Student of Honorary Charity.
So it's called the Big Toast.
The Big Toast.
This is our 4th annual. This year it's going to be happening at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport. We're very excited to be there this year.
Shout out whatever they just said.
The event is presented by B101. We're very happy to have them as our
B101, Radio New Hampshire. Rhode Island.
There sampling unlimited food, drink, wine, craft beers. It's going to be an amazing event. And it's all to benefit Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Ocean State.
Oh, that's nice.
Tickets are on sale right now. You can visit BBBSOS.org or thebigtoast.org. And right now, if you purchase tickets from now until May to August 31st,
oh, good.
You get a 20% discount using the promo code EARLYBIRD, all one word.
Oh, wow.
And all
crazy,
caps.
dude.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So are we ready with this calamari?
Yep. We got a good amount of.
I never like how hosts always are pressing the chefs to
make sure
to hurry. Like, so we ready with that? And he's like, yeah, hold the fuck on. I know what I'm doing. I mean, he doesn't look like he does, but he's trying.
And spread it out so everything gets cooked nice and even.
I love using metal tongs on a non-stick pan.
When do you know the calamari is good?
Ready to flip? You're gonna check a couple.
Stop ruining the pan.
Starting to get like a golden brown crust on one side, and then you'll know it's ready for.
Who cut his hair? He also looks like someone had cut his hair with a bowl.
Be one of our guest chefs doing a promo a demo at the event as well.
Will you be cooking calamari?
Maybe.
It's like,
just throw some cold oil on top. That always accelerates the cooking process.
See if we can get through one, and then.
What's with the shallow fry in the Rhode Island calamari? I don't like that.
Right, well, we're going to be coming back to the kitchen.
Yes, his head was definitely cut with a bowl. They put a bowl on his head and just buzzed around the side, and then he just
toss it over to Michaela.
combed the rest with a book.
We are back in the Roadshow kitchen with Chef Kyle from Johnson.
Chef Kyle.
Talking about the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Ocean State.
Oh wow, look, they got their aproned up now.
Coming up.
This is 3 segments? Jesus Christ.
Calamari on the menu today. Bring us up to speed, Kyle.
All right, so we've had this cooking for a little bit, and we've got a nice brown on the other side there. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a flip.
Okay.
Oh,
you have to have that pan
this guy cooks.
Well oiled there to do the flip.
Yeah, luckily this is a nice non-stick pan, so it flips really easy.
Yeah, everyone knows frying in non-stick pans is always the way to go. Always use a non-stick pan to do your frying.
That was one thing that.
Rousing endorsement for Johnson & Wales here, by the way.
Types of calamari, or just from different places.
Always use metal tongs in your non-stick pan. Also great practice here.
Yeah, that seems really good. You can really kind of taste the ingredients and not so much. Overly breaded. I kind of like the breaded, I'll be honest.
I love that. I love when they have a host that counteracts what the other host says. The one host goes, she's playing into it, she's doing the smart thing. She's like, I like it when there's a little less breading. You know, you can really taste the fish. It's really good. And then bad cop across the way goes, I like it when there's a lot of breading on there. This is really what I like. Yeah, that makes me happy. I love the fucking, off screen, they probably hate each other. They talk shit about each other in the fucking makeup room, cursing at each other when they're getting their makeup done. Oh, I love that. All right, back to it.
Right, don't get me wrong. But this is certainly a nice twist. Yeah.
Yeah, it is the Ocean State, so you want to be able to taste, experience all that fresh seafood that you can get here. So.
What?
Beautiful.
All right, so we've got that flipped nice here. We're going to add some garlic.
Okay, great.
I love garlic.
Great input, honey.
And we can go ahead and add our pickled banana peppers.
Okay.
When you pickle these, is this something that you can do at home? Or
yeah, when you pickle them, is this something you do at home? Good. I mean, good question for someone who clearly does not cook.
Can you buy banana peppers pickled? Oh my goodness. How many
It's okay. You don't speak for a living. It's fine. No one expects you to say pickled banana peppers properly. It's not like you speak for a living or anything. It's not like you're a host on a morning television show called The RHODE Show and are representing your entire state on this massive platform right now. It's fine.
Pickled peppers and Peter Pepper pick. Can you pickle your own peppers?
You certainly can. You can, get a mason jar, some pickling spices, and just add some apple cider vinegar or something, and just do it yourself in a mason jar. But I bought pre-pickled.
You can buy them.
Yes.
Okay. Easy enough.
So
you want to just ruin this pan as much as possible and rub the metal tongs in the nonstick.
I'm assuming because the calamari is cut into tiny pieces, this should cook fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick recipe to get out. Okay.
Quick,
and then
quick recipe. You've been cooking it for 38 minutes at this point.
Great flavor.
Okay.
We did 3 segments. We went to 7 commercials. They had a costume change, for Christ's sakes, and brought in another host after they did the weather.
Just let the seeds fall in there.
This poor guy.
A nice crunchiness.
This poor guy. He's probably a nice guy.
Don't want that. Okay, so we're just about ready to finish up. I'm going to take some fresh basil here.
Yeah, sure.
Add some.
Great.
A little more saute.
Yeah, a little bit more. A little more pan scratching. A little more Teflon in my Rhode Island calamari.
Time too.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Do.
You just do it in a pot and over your kitchen stove or out on the porch. Okay, we're ready to plate this up. So
had enough.
With my fork.
Turn that off.
As you throw that on the plate there, we want to remind everyone again, of course, about the great event, the Big Toast that's coming up.
Yes,
that looks like the most overcooked
vendors, great
calamari I've seen.
You can visit thebigtoast.org and
some fucking time.
20% discount actually if you enter in the early bird special as a promo code, and then there you go.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is
a lot
cringe.
Of great food, I'm sure.
This is so
like
cringe. I love it.
Oh, you need that lemon there. Go ahead.
We're getting good sound clips of this one. Where are we at? Hold on. We got to note this one for sure. You really need that lemon there. We're loading up the soundboard with Rhode Island. Rhode Island favorite, calamari. Fave, calamari. 7:28 in. Sorry I made you watch that much of it. Would you say love that lemon? Gotta have that lemon? Either way, we need that drop.
Go ahead. You give it.
Do it again.
There you go.
That's awesome. A lot of great food, I'm sure, just like this, too. Oh, you need that lemon there. Go ahead. You give it a try.
Here, I got you a fork.
Just make sure it's very, very hot.
How it is.
We're going to give this a try. And you were saying that you are, of course, a student at Johnson & Wales.
Yes.
And you did something very unique
up
until this point in terms of taking care of 2 years in one, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I just want to say, if he has anything to do with what I said before, I did not watch this ever. I don't know what he's about to say, but if he does say anything about entertainment program, then I'd be stunned.
Yes, I went to a vocational school in high school for a little while. I would take, normal classes at school in the day, and then in the afternoon I would go to vocational school and cook. Wow. So that's when I really got the passion for it. And doing that gave me an opportunity to go into the Johnson Wales Fast Track program, where I finished my freshman and sophomore year just in my freshman year.
Wow.
So I had to double up on classes. It was a lot of work, but definitely paid off.
Like you said, you found that passion, though, being hands-on and really getting in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you have a specialty? Do you like to cook, bake? What is it?
Terrible questions.
I like to get a well-rounded, but cooking definitely.
Yeah. Well, a lot will be cooked up at the.
I mean, I don't make fun. He's good. Good kids. He's probably a great chef.
You want this recipe,
just,
which is delicious.
They put him on the spot, asking him dumb questions.
WPRI.com.
Like, there's no winning in that situation. Let's be fair. If you're that dude, number one. If you're that dude, you were there with the other guy first, and you started cooking this dish. It should have took you about 6-7 minutes total. He's probably sweating there for an hour. This chick over here, this guy cooks professionally. He used to go to school. He knows all this shit is wrong. He's under pressure, hot lights. They're asking him, can you pickle your own banana peppers? Was that calamari? It doesn't look good. Yeah, that guy can't win. He's a losing scene. Not against that dude. He's fantastic. I mean, except for how he was beating up that nonstick. Can't do that. Don't do that. And the breading, that was not good either. But you know, everything else is fine. I'm sure he's great. I'm sure he's doing great. I don't know how much more calamari videos I could watch, to be honest with you. I think I got my fucking fill. Calamari, oh, Jesus Christ, we're on a list of 10. Jesus, the calamari derailed us. All right, what's next on this list of We 3 Travel? Dell's Lemonade. Oh, look, the Dell's Lemonade looks just like the Narragansett. Oh, look, it's Dell's Shandy. I didn't know that. All right, well, that makes more sense. So they have their own local, look at that, Dell's Shandy. They have their own local lemonade, and then Narragansett uses it in their shandy. Okay, cool. I like that. Dell's. Dope. Lobster ravioli. No, you can't have that one. Sorry. Clam cakes. We're giving it clam cakes. Clam cakes are all yours. Iggy's and Aunt Carrie's. We get it. Cool. However, I recently found the best clam cakes are in Rhode Island at Dune Brothers Seafood food truck in Providence. Their secret? Cooking them in beef fat. I'm sold. That's definitely the best one. Doughboys. All right, yeah, same shit. Get it. Pizza strips, a.k.a. party pizza. Yeah, I'm not going to Rhode Island for your pizza either. New Haven's about as far north as I'm going to go for pizza. Sorry, can't have that. Zeppole, you're working with the fried arts. You got the doughboys. You got the clam, maybe. You make a good Zeppole. I don't know. I'll try it. I'm not going to say Rhode Island's the king of the Zeppoles. Get out of here. Coffee cabinets and coffee milk. What? In Rhode Island, a cabinet is not just a place to store things. It is a coffee beverage made of coffee, ice cream, coffee syrup, and milk. That's called a milkshake. It's called a fucking milkshake. What are you doing? I'm not sure if it's the official state drink, but it should be. You don't see them too often anymore, but something the longtime Rhode Island residents still know about, and they are served at Newport Creamery. However, coffee milk is something you still see around, or at least you can buy coffee syrup in the market. Coffee milk is made by adding sweetened coffee concentrate called coffee syrup to milk. Same way you make chocolate milk. That's a coffee milkshake with coffee syrup. Not impressed. Next, Stuffies, aka Stuffed Quahog. That's what we had at the top of the show. Rip Stuffed Quahog. We crushed it. Stuffies are another famous Rhode Island food that I never heard of before I moved here, but now order and serve often. Stuffed Clam exclusive Rhode Island. We just had a nice Stuffies. Fantastic. New York System hot wieners. What? I had to put this one last because after 11 years in Rhode Island, I still don't understand a local tout of food that was named after another state. So New York System, I don't know anything about this, but the system is a word that's used in New Jersey, where we talked about the White Rose system. If you remember that, New Jersey, I believe we talked about that. There's a lot of burger systems in New Jersey. I don't know how the name came about. Oh, there's some beer left. I don't know how that name came about, but there's a couple burger joints, grease kind of burger pit joints with the word system involved. White Rose system being one, White Manna systems being one. They're grease pits, but they're very good. I didn't know that there's a New York System hot wiener. I'm gonna Google that, and let's be honest, that's a risky Google. New York System hot wieners are risky Google, but it looks like it paid off. All right, let's go. We got a video. Maybe we got that Master Chef cooking one. Olneyville's New York System hot wieners received a James Beard Foundation award. Well, you get my click.
Welcome back. One of the best things about traveling is eating the local cuisine. Sometimes
your eyes are too wide. Where's Is this in Rhode Island or what? Where's Olneyville? We're not watching this if Olneyville, New York System isn't in Rhode Island. Olneyville in Rhode Island. All right, carry on. Let's go. Brittany Pierce, hit me.
times that might involve trying something completely.
Yeah, like she's doing like something that I would do. Like she's holding her eyes open like wider than they probably want to be. Like mine are always like barely open, I know, but like if you're you're doing TV stuff, you're supposed to fucking look like you're about to get shot. I just sensed that. Sorry. Carry on.
Foreign, or it might mean enjoying a regional twist on an old favorite.
Right. Those look like good dogs.
Greg Stevens, fourth generation owner of Olneyville, New York System in Providence, Rhode Island.
I want to go here and eat these fucking dogs immediately. That guy sold me.
Everyone knows hot dogs all over the country. In Rhode Island, we call them hot wieners. Every corner of this country seems to have a local favorite way to prepare hot dogs. For Georgia, they put coleslaw on them. In some parts of the country, they put sauerkraut. And in Rhode Island, we're known for hot wieners with the mustard, meat sauce, onion, and celery. If you come in and ask for sauerkraut, we don't have it. Coleslaw, we definitely don't have it. And it's a regional thing that generations have grown up.
Fucking love this guy.
Here in Rhode Island.
We don't got that. He's like, we got two fucking things here. Eat it.
The origin of coffee milk is not truly known, but we've grown up with it.
Coffee milk.
A common drink. And when you mix it together with hot wieners, it seems odd to some people from other parts of
coffee milk,
but it's become synonymous with what we're used to. Hot wieners, coffee milk.
You know, when I think Rhode Island, I think hot wieners and coffee milk. You know, guys, when I think Rhode Island, I think hot wieners and coffee milk and clam cakes and stuffies.
When I received the call about the James Beard Award, I was pretty taken back, and it truly is a tribute to our dad, who passed away 2 years ago, because he worked here for so many years and so many long hours, and he kept the tradition going.
Oh, yeah.
So we feel it's truly a tribute to him. It also has a lot to do with our employees, most of which have been here more than 15 years, almost all of them. And I think I give them credit as well, because it adds to the character of this place.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland, you came all this way for a dog? That's a good man.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Barrows, and I've been here 14 years.
What up, Big Nick?
Since 1979, 33 years.
We truly work at keeping this place the same. When people come here, they know what they're going to get.
I want that. I want that. That looks good.
Stories about this place. I could go on and on through my 40 years here.
We had a star coming here called Sherman Hemsley. I think it was like moving on up. He come in with his bodyguard, and we were telling a joke. 2 weeks later, he goes on national TV, told the same jokes that we said in here.
That's
funny if you know Sherman Hemsley.
He used to come in every day with his uncle for years, and his uncle passed away. So every time he walks in here, he orders 4 dogs, puts 3 on a plate, and 1 by itself, and leaves it there. And then when he finishes eating, he leaves, but that wiener's for his uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Crazy, man.
The best one has to be, and it happens more than a few times, is an airport taxi will pull up. This big guy jumps out, he comes to the bar here, and he orders 4 all the way and a coffee milk. And as he's eating, he's telling us, I'm on my way to see my mother. I haven't seen her in 10 years, but I had to stop here first to have hot wieners before he saw his mother.
Gotta have a hot wiener. I want to smash some hot wieners,
Just goes to show that food.
I'm ready to smash some hot wieners, not gonna lie. Not a sentence I say often. Not a sentence I think I've ever said at all, but I'm ready to smash some hot wieners up in Olneyville, you know what I'm saying? Give me some of that coffee milk. Fuck it. You sold me. That guy sold me. The New York system wiener. All right. I'm in. Yeah, I want that. Bonus. What we got? Donut cake. Going down the list. Johnny Cakes, Rhode Island style clam chowder. Dynamites. Hamburger meat with peppers, onion. Get out of here. Just stop it. Johnny Cakes. Greg's chocolate cake. All right, Greg. All right, sure. Donut cake. I don't want a donut cake. All right, you got me with the wieners. A good hot dog's a good hot dog. I'm not gonna lie. Can I get up to Rhode Island anytime soon? I will get up there and smash all the clam cakes I could get my beady little hands on. How long does it take to get up there? That ain't that far. All right, they're taking this offline. I'm not opposed to smashing some Rhode Island treats. Known to take a road trip if I need to. Especially if I go eat some wieners with that fella. All right, well, I think that's about a Rhode Island show. I mean, we've done shorter shows on bigger states. Rhode Island, home of the hot wiener. Who knew? Rhode Island, week 39 in the bag. Fantastic state. Quahogs, stuffies, pretty good. Narragansett, you're above average bad beer. That means a lot. Just take that with pride. Clams, you're big on the clams. Clam fritters, or clam cakes as you call them. I don't want to call them clam cakes, probably because it's Johnny Cake and like the thing. I want them. I want them all. I want to smash a bunch of clams. You have your own kind of clam chowder. We didn't get into it. I don't know. Rhode Island, I see you. You're tiny, but I see you. Week 39, Rhode Island in the bag. Let's see what's up next on tap for Week 40. Pull it up. Week 39, Rhode Island. See you. Scratch it off. Week 40, South Cragalaki. Get the barbecue sauce ready. Get them gloves ready. Gloves? Yeah, the barbecue sauce ripping gloves. Yeah, get on them white gloves. What? I don't even know. You sell barbecue sauce to a woman in white gloves. That's like a thing. Whatever. Week 40, South Cragalaki on deck, followed by South Dakota. We're taking on the big bad South states while we take a big right turn into Tennessee and Texas, where everything is bigger in Texas. Wow, those are two exciting states back to back, Tennessee and Texas. I'd be damned if I don't have a cowboy hat in time for either of those states. I need a cowboy hat and or cowboy boots for Texas. Gotta get myself a cowboy hat. Get me a Stetson ASAP. Put it on the list. Production. Week 39, Rhode Island, you're in the bag. Thank you so much, Rhode Island. You've been a fantastic state. You look delicious. Your Narragansett beer, it ranks high among the bad beers. Clams, you're all about them. You stuff them with more. You take the clam, you stuff it with more clams, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's fantastic. You love a Johnny Cake. You love a New York wiener, a hot wiener, if you will. Coffee milk. Who could say? You're a predecessor to Starbucks. Really, let's be honest. With the coffee milk, they just stole your idea and they're selling it out there. So good on you. And the New York system, hot wieners. Who saw that coming? And apparently land of fantastic chefs with the culinary schools up there, and that fantastic young lad that we saw cooking, destroying a nonstick pan with his metal tongs. Thank you, everybody, for joining Week 39. This has been Rhode Island. It is over and done with. Week 40 is on deck. Join us next week for Week 40. You can watch this episode and all previous episodes on YouTube at bitsandbytes.us. Go there, check it, bring it right to the playlist. You can check every other state, starting at Week 1 all the way up to Week 39, Rhode Island, starting tomorrow. You can follow me on Instagram at TheBillyVegas or at HackChef, depending on what you're looking for from me. Make sure to click follow, like, subscribe, comment, share, like, click, follow, subscribe, up, click, down, click, right, click, left, click, all the things. Do all the things. Click all the buttons and pump it up. That's what you're supposed to do, right? I don't know. Week 39, Rhode Island. You're a strange one. You're a tiny one. But honestly, I want to visit you and eat all your delicious foods. You look fantastic, and you probably smell like the sea. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for watching. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you for watching. See you next week in South Carolina. See you.